Oh, hey there. It's good to see you. Welcome to Mr. Payne Games, where I'll attempt to game your English class. I know it's still early in the video, but why not go ahead and subscribe to my channel? The button is really easy to click, and you don't have to fill out any paperwork or turn over any personal information. You can also click the like button because I base all of my self-esteem on whether or not my videos get liked, and you don't want to make me feel bad, right? Okay, I admit that seems a little manipulative. Sorry. Today, our topic of conversation turns to narrative point of view. And I have to be honest, y'all, video games are a great way to remember point of view. In my English class, I show pictures of video games to demonstrate what the different points of view look like. But making a video is going to be so much more fun. You all already know that I'm a big fan of Mass Effect games. I mostly stick with footage of them. The thing is, Mass Effect offers two different points of view depending on how you look at it. Mostly the game is in a third-person limited point of view, and here's how you know. You see how the camera is sort of floating around behind Shepard's head? Because we don't see the world through Shepard's eyes, literally, we're not seeing what Shepard sees because we can see the back of Shepard's head, we are in a third-person point of view. What makes it a limited point of view, you ask? Well, the camera stays with Shepard wherever he or she goes. We, as players or viewers, don't know what is happening in a different part of the Normandy or even the galaxy, so we are limited to the area immediately around Shepard. But here's the kicker. As the game's player, you are in control of Shepard's actions. This is one way that video games are different from books. Even though the camera puts us in a third-person point of view, the concept of the game puts us in first person. When my Shepard dies, for instance, which happens frequently, I don't say, "Oh no, Shepard died." I say, "Gah! I hate it when I die," or "I died again?" Or, well, maybe that's inappropriate to put in the video. And it goes deeper than that, too. Because we're in the driver's seat with the choices that Shepard makes, we have inside information about what our character is thinking or feeling in each circumstance. But wait, there's more! Watch what happens when I pull up my gun. The camera switches to first-person point of view. Now, as long as we're looking down the sights, we are seeing through Shepard's eyes. Any gamer worth their salt knows that a game where you see the world through the eyes of your character and shoot a weapon is called a first-person shooter. That's why, folks, because you are in a first-person point of view and shooting. It's so obvious, right? Okay, so in this case, Mass Effect might be a little confusing. Let's take a look at Minecraft. In Minecraft, you can change the camera to suit your playing style. I have to play in first person so I don't fall off of ledges and stuff, but you can switch the camera to third person. Third person, first person. Third person, first person. You dig? This leaves us with one other major point of view, third person omniscient. The word omniscient has Latin roots that basically mean all-knowing. So, with third-person omniscient, we do not see the world through a character's eyes. We rely on an outside narrator who tells us about the characters and what's going on in the world. This is an outrageous thing for movies, video games, or other visual media to do because cameras are limited by physical boundaries. The best example I can come up with to represent a third-person omniscient video game is Terraria. Like Mass Effect, most of this game is in a third-person limited point of view because we really only see what's happening around our character. We're limited to that one person. In Terraria, though, we can pull up our map and zoom out to the point where we can see the whole world. And the really cool thing about Terraria's map is that it will show you things like where ores are as well as the bad guys. You really do get a picture of what is happening in other parts of the world where your character cannot see. That's about as close to third person omniscient as I can come up with. So, to review, in first person narration, we see the world through one character's eyes and we know what they are thinking and feeling. In third person limited, we're outside of the characters, kind of watching what they're doing. We can only see the world that is immediately around the one main character. We do frequently know what the main character is thinking and feeling, but nobody else. We only know that stuff about one character. And finally, third person omniscient has a narrator who knows everything about the world, and the narrator can tell us how all of the characters in the story feel because the narrator is all-knowing. For those of you with inquiring minds, yes, there is a second-person point of view, but I'll have to handle that one in the video description. It's fairly rare to run across second-person point of view in stories, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Or you can ask your teacher. I bet they would be happy to explain it. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Mr. Payne Games. If you think it will help you remember your point of views, go ahead and hit the like button for me. In the comments section, tell me whether you like to play Minecraft in first or third person. And before you go, click the subscribe button to support my channel. I appreciate y'all, for reals. Until next time, go out there and make the universe a better place.